Hello everyone, you are watching Services Ground. In this video we will discuss about the color theory. We will start from color wheel basics and color harmony. This is the color wheel and you may already be familiar with it from seeing it before. But we are going to work through all the terms, phrases and different ways to categorize color and graphic design. First of all, color can either be warm or cold, depending on where it falls on the color wheel. With warmer colors means your orange, yellows and red, and cooler colors being your green, blues and purple. The three primary colors are red, yellow and blue. And you can use these three colors to create secondary colors, which are orange, purple and green. For instance, mixing red and blue together make a purple, and yellow and blue together make green. So the term color. This term is used to describe any color we see, whether it's a hue, shade, tone or tint. So what is hue? This is a general color family our color belongs to, and you will notice the absence of grays, blacks and whites. This only includes colors. Used come in a few main categories: yellow, orange, red, violet, blue and green. If you are looking at a maroon color for example, you would say it had a red hue, and this color for instance has both a yellow and a green hue. You may have heard the term tint along with the term shade. A tint is the presence of a hue. In this example, a green hue with only white added to it. The more tint or white you add to the hue green, the lighter it becomes. And shade is just the opposite, with the addition of just black to a single hue. In this case, we are increasing the shade of purple to get a richer, darker looking purple color. A large amount of shade or black added to a color can make it look almost black, but can still maintain its base hue. Like in this example of rich black looking color with a little hint of hue blue. And lastly, not to overwhelm with new term, but there is something called a tone as well. A tone is the same thing as tint or a shade, but it's with any hue or the color gray added to it. As graphic designers, color harmony is what we can really find useful for helping us find color combinations that work well through our design. Now that we know what tints, shades, tones, and hues are, we can talk a little bit more in details about how to create different color harmonies. Here are the main color harmonies. First of all, there's analogous colors. These are colors that are closest together on the color wheel, and since they are so close together on the wheel, they tend to have less contrast and be less dramatic in appearance, giving the color palette a nice calm feeling. Take for instance this nice sunset color palette. They are all fairly close together on the wheel, spanning from red to orange. Complementary is the next one, and you may have heard of this once before. These hues exist on the opposite side of the color wheel, and these colors have the highest amount of contrast to each other, making it tricky to use at times. Most often associated with Christmas time. And another one, it's purple and gold, a popular color combo for sports teams, and it demands one's attention. Split complementary, or some use the term compound harmony, is the same as complementary colors, but with one hue splitting into two nearby colors instead. What this does is make one color less dramatic, giving you an easier color palette to work with, a little bit less contrast than pure complementary colors. The next color harmony we are going to review is monochromatic. Monochromatic colors or a single hue on the color wheel but contain different shades and tints of that same hue tints in shades or the addition of white and black to a hue or base color. In this case, we can see monochromatic color palette for a hue of the color blue. And notice how some of colors are darker with the addition of black and others. Add a lighter color to the blue. Monochromatic colors works really well because of this, and they all contain just one hue or base color, and that means this is a very flexible color harmony as you don't have to worry about multiple color hues. Next up is the triad harmony. This harmony contains three colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel. This is the most vibrant strong color harmony of the bunch, and it can be tough to use all of three colors complete with each other. I find these vibrant color options or color harmony more useful for designs that need a more youthful energetic option like a children's event. You can add a little bit of shade which is black, or tint which is white, or tone which is grey to one or two of these colors to tone it down and to make the colors a little less vibrant. The key to this color harmony is to let one or two colors lead the way and make the third color less strong. When choosing colors for a brand logo or design, finding out which color harmony works best is a great way to get started. And there is a great website called color.adobe.com which has been featured throughout this lesson, and it's a free place trying to find out what color harmony might be right for your next project. You can explore different color trends, and you have also the ability to upload a photo and find the perfect color palette by using that photo as an inspiration. The psychology of color and design. There is power to color and design, and there are emotions that are sparked when we view certain colors. And colors give you a sense of as they can move or spark emotions of happiness and joy. Colors can remind us of something simple from childhood or make us feel hungry. How we pick and choose the colors we use in design are greatly influenced by the type of emotions you want to bring about in your feature. This is the psychology of color chart. So taking a look at this chart, your warm colors reds, yellows and oranges are going to bring more energy and vibrance to your design. This is why warmer colors tend to be harder to use on large areas of design because of this energy. There could be a good reason to draw your eyes to a design to gain the attention among the crowds. Red is a great color to use to draw that attention and increase alertness. Red is commonly used on buttons and card actions to pull your eye towards that area. Red tends to increase your appetite, so there is a good reason why fast food restaurants tend to favor red in their logos and ads. Red should be used intentionally and with a purpose. Red can also evoke a response of anger and fear as well. As we move along the color wheel, we run into oranges. Orange keeps some of the enthusiasm and excitement of red, but also starts to combine the energy of yellow. Orange work wonderfully with cooler colors like blue. They tend to be complement on the color wheel, and it shows as you see orange being bright highlight in a sea of cool colors. This balance works well in design because it provides a sense of contrast. Now as we continue to move along the warm color into yellow. The energy is undeniable with yellow, but it can also be one of its biggest weaknesses. Along with pinks, yellow is the least used color and design because it can easily be overused, but it can be a great complement color alongside other colors, where other colors feed off the brightness of yellow. The only downside is yellow can be hard to see when printed, so I try to avoid using it with type unless it's very intentional and very readable. This color can evoke happiness and give off a youthful vibe, and you commonly see it used in children's products. Yellows can evoke anxieties as well, and it might be why you don't see a lot of yellow used in the healthcare industry. It's now time for green. We start to move towards the cooler colors as their reason why green is the color of choice of many cleaning industries. Green equals clean and fresh, but also reminds us of nature. It reminds us of fresh spring days when these bright green leaves start to bloom on the trees after a long dark white winter. Green can also be used heavily by financial industry to show positive gains on wealth and status. We see the stock market highlighted in green. We know it was a good positive day on the market, and there is no wonder why banks commonly used green in their branding. There is no wonder that alongside blue-green is one of the commonly used color palette choice in design. Cyan as a unique color now as commonly used as some other colors like green and blue. But it combines green organic clean feeling with blues, and you may commonly see biotech startups use science to show optimism. Blue is most commonly used color of brands worldwide, and there is many reason why because it evokes emotions like stability and calmness. And there's many reason why because it evokes emotions like stability and calmness, and banks love to use the color blue for that reason. Blue is a great color to use for large areas of design like a background for example, especially ones that have shades of blue. Blue can easily stand on its own with less of need to depend on other colors to tame it down. Blue's still nature make it one of the most versatile color on the color wheel. Next we move into purple. Purple mixes a bit of stability and calmness of blues with the compassion and vibrance of pink. Purple is commonly associated with loyalty and sophistication. We also see used by the healthcare industry as well. It has a sense of love and passion that mixes with stability and trust of blue. Purple as another color that can easily be used in large areas of design, yet add a little bit of that energy from the warmer tones. Purple is a rich, it's silky, and when used right in the design, it can feel wonderful. You see purple used as dew tones or gradients and as overlays on photos giving photos a rich retro vibe. Purple and vibrant yellows are complement on the color wheel, and you can see that combination of energy happening every time you see these two colors together. Purple can take more space in your design and more than the yellows, and yellow should always just play a highlight role being used as a little less often to highlight certain areas of the design. Pinks are a bit tough to use because of their strong past association with femininity, but don't count them out too soon as that stereotype is slowly evolving and changing. Pinks can remind us of romance and love. They can also remind us of simpler time when no one was afraid of wearing pink. Pinks are similar to yellows and that they can be hard to use in large areas of design. Lighter versions of pink tend to do better with this than those hot pink pinks, which have the same problems as yellow because as they are too strong. Pinks work best with calm and counter colors. And now we come full circle back to reds. Feel free to use this resource as a guide when thinking about how the emotions of color affect your color picking decisions when doing logos and creating brands color palettes. This should come in handy. It could change your design from dull to inspiring with a few clicks of buttons. Use colors wisely, carefully, and with intention. As designers, it takes time to find the right color combos, and the best way to practice this by creating your own color combos. Try creating a series of your own color combinations. Try just combining two simple colors, then try three, and then work your way up to four. Think about how the colors you put together make you feel. Remember that contrast and color can work well with a cooler color and a warmer color together. If you guys have any question or queries, please let us know in the comments below. Or you can send us email at the following address. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos like this. Take care and I will see you in the next video.